Hey guys, what's going on? And obviously I am not Dan. Dan is at E3 right now and he's having a blast apparently. But while he is there, he decided to let me have a spot on his channel and basically talk to you guys about some stuff. Now if you don't know who I am, my name's John, otherwise known as Smarty, and my channel's probably in the link below. But now what I like to do is I like to talk about video games, play video games, overall I like to have a fun time over on my channel. And if this video interests you, please click down there and you can check out more. But anyway, on to the video at hand. Now, one thing I can enjoy from time to time are games that take inspiration from mythology. Norse mythology specifically, the coolest of them all. Believe it or not, you could find it anywhere in the gaming universe. Halo, Skyrim, Smite, Heroes of Newerth, 2 Human. We're gonna have to talk about that one later on my channel if you're interested. But as of recent, I have been seeing some indie games take one or two tricks from the book. And even though this game is an alpha, it is no exception to the rule. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jotun. Jotun is a hand-drawn action exploration game set in Norse mythology. You play as Thora, a Viking warrior who has died an inglorious death on a redemption quest to prove herself to the gods to enter Valhalla. In Jotun, you'll explore vast regions of the Norse purgatory to find runes that unleash the Jotuns, the Norse giant elementals, and fight them using only your two-handed axe. Now, the game itself is intriguing, being that it's all hand-drawn animation, which is a nice deviation from the norm. It makes the atmosphere of the game as a whole pretty goddamn awesome. Though, even though I'm saying that, it does not take my mind off of the fact that this game lacks direction. Meaning that I had no idea what I was doing in the first 5 minutes. I mean, it's one thing for a game to not hold your hand, but to be honest, I would like to at least know where I'm going in the beginning of the game. It's almost as if you're building furniture and they didn't give you any sort of instructions whatsoever on how to build it. That, or they did and they're in a different language entirely. No habla español. Now, I don't know if the game is more of an exploration experience like Shadow of the Colossus, but there is honestly one enemy in this game. No, seriously, one enemy. I mean, there is one other monster, but he's just kinda there. Just a giant underwater ice dragon who at timed intervals pops out of the ice. I'd love to fight that, but nope, he just shows up like a giant peekaboo dragon. Peekaboo! Now, according to the developers, the game is supposed to have a few more locations and another boss battle in the full release. But honestly, if there is one thing I could suggest to make this game way better, more enemies, please. Give me at least a little bit of a challenge. Let me at least beat the shit out of something while going from point A to point B rather than just a straight line to winning. Honestly, even though it is an alpha, it is super short too. I beat the whole thing in like 37 minutes or so, and a decent amount of that was the last boss. Aside from that, the other major gripe I have is that the controls need some fine-tuning. They feel like a PlayStation 1 game's controls when it comes to navigation. Attacking and dodging seem fine, but the movement is just a little clunky. Now, being that this is an alpha, I understand that there is a lot of work to do, but really in order to make this a success, I genuinely think they have a lot of work on their hands right now. While the game is fun and it's nice to see the various little nods to Norse mythology and whatnot, my issues with it lie in the gameplay itself. There's a lot of problems with navigation, there's a lot of problem with direction. Hell, I don't even know what I'm doing in the first 5 minutes of the game, and that's a problem. What they could do is maybe add some tips and tricks, you know, make it so it's a little more easy to follow. That, along with polishing up the controls, making it feel less like a PlayStation 1 game and more like a current-gen game, would probably make it feel a lot better to play and a lot less clunky. And please, for the love of God, let me beat the shit out of something. As a 30-minute experience, it is kind of fun. Like, I feel like it could have been longer, it could have had a lot more to it, but then again, there's a lot more work to do on this, and I really hope this actually becomes successful. So guys, that's my review of Jotun. Hopefully you liked it. Now, I want to thank Dan for letting me actually come on and tell you guys about the game. I like talking about video games and whatnot, and I've been looking to do more vlogs, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm always open to constructive criticism and whatnot. I really appreciate your feedback, and hopefully you guys will enjoy what I have for the future. And again, thank you, Dan, for letting me on. You're awesome. Let me know how Fallout 4 is, buddy. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. This is Smarty, signing off.